say.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Let's go racing, boys. Love it when they're drafting, love it when they slide, love it when the back's straight, the throttle's open wide. Love it when they're making lots and lots of noise. Can't wait to hear the W say.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Let's go racing, boys. NASCAR racing, boys. Let's go racing, boys. NASCAR racing, boys. Oh yeah!
Well, as Hurricane Irene comes charging up the East Coast, we're here in Kansas, tapping our ruby slippers and saying there's no place like home. Yeah, we're here in Kansas Speedway for race number 2 of the chase, race number 17 of the season, and we are here at Kansas Speedway getting ready for an exciting event here today. And on the pole for today's race, a rather bit of a surprise. He's not really been showing off a lot of muscle this season. He's been pretty much a semi-retired driver, filling in where he's needed. He took over this ride, I believe, back mid-season from Mary Cole. It's Joseph Bryant. He puts this car on the pole, and it's the second time that he's been put into a race car for all 3 series that he's ended up putting on the pole. He ended up putting the 23 car for Schwab Racing on the pole a while back as well in the Snickers Cup series. So obviously he's got a little bit of what it takes to be able to get the poles here. I don't know if he's got what it takes to get the win, though, and we'll see if he'll be able to do that here today. He is going to be starting alongside chase contender Noel Stiller. Stiller comes into this race 5th in the standings, and we are going to now show you down on the bottom of your screen what it looks like as far as the chase standings are concerned right now. Starting off in the 3rd position there, inside of row 2, fresh off his win at Branson, is Anthony Notter. He took the win in that number 01 U.S. Army Chevrolet last week, and he's looking to maybe go 2 for 2 here in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. He'll start off on the inside there of row 2, and to the high side is going to be Angel D'Souza back in the Cheerios Betty Crocker Dodge. Okay, so here's the rest of the starting lineup for today's race. We've given you the top 4. Let's go back from 5th place, Philip Stiller. He's starting off in 5th, and in 6th is going to be Adam Rose. Then it's going to be Jadam Chambers, who'll roll off in 7th. 8th is going to be Nick Eggleston. Then it's Cody Hoffman, who'll roll off in 9th rather. And Christian Janes, he'll roll off in the 10th position. He comes in 3rd in the standings. Points leader right now, that would be Sean Galligan. He's going to roll off there on the inside of row 6. And to his high side, the guy who's only 10 points behind him, 2nd in the standings, that's Wyatt Johnston. So you've got the top 3 in the standings pretty much all together for the start of this race. And then you got Barry Zuckerkorn, who had a great finish at Branson in that Coors Light Dodge, and to his high side is going to be Kenny McCreary, coming in 7th in the standings, another chase contender. Then we got another chase contender in the form of James Bald. He's there in the 38 car, and he comes into this race 4th in the standings, only 14 points out of the lead. And there's Robert Bann. We're very interested to see if the tempers have settled between Robert Bann and Doug Shears. If you didn't see the race at Branson, Robert Bann was the leader with about 3 laps to go, was wrecked under the caution flag by Doug Shears. Shears has explained that it was a brake problem, that his brakes were not working. NASCAR has confirmed that. And Robert Bann, though, ended up getting passed by Anthony Notter with a 1-lap shootout. Ended up losing the race, and he wasn't too happy about it. It'll be interesting to see how he and Doug Shears act with each other here today. Then we got Cody Poe. He'll start off alongside Andrew Gonzalez, who seems to, I don't know, he's just the cat's meow right now. He has been absolutely on fire, taking the Snickers Cup Series win at Branson and then taking the Truck Series win here at Kansas last night. He has just been absolutely incredible as of late. He looks to keep that streak going here today in the 17 DeWalt Tools Ford. And then it's Logan Wilson, who's going to roll off alongside Martin Zakala. Then we got Lisa Shears, and there's Doug Shears. He's going to be rolling off there about mid-pack. He's going to be trying to pick up some spots here. He's 10th in the standings, 33 points out of the lead. Then there's Timmy Pacioli. He's starting to the high side of Evan Nugent. And then it's going to be Arnold Columbia on the inside of Alex Filter, who right now, I believe, is second in the Truck Series standings, so he's doing really well in that series, looking to continue here. Then we got Patrick Scroggins, who I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he's just been absolutely incredible in the last 3 or 4 weeks. In all 3 series, he's just been around there in the top 10 when you least expect it, and he's there in the 7 car today, looking to continue that momentum. He starts to the high side of Daniel Schwab. Then we got Alyssa Quackenbush back here, and then Steve Marsh. Marsh is fallen all the way down to 8th in the standings. He entered as, I believe, 2nd in the standings. He's going to be starting way back here. He is a has a 27-point deficit to make up on the leader. Then it's Matthew Rodriguez way back here as well. Rodriguez is tied for 8th with Steve Marsh in the standings. He's also 27 points back. Then it's Noah Cars, Anthony McCurry, who comes in 6th in the standings, 24 points out. Paola Gonzalez, Chad Skinner, he's starting quite a ways back, had a tough break at Branson. He's going to be coming in 11th in the standings here today. 39 points out. He has to get a good finish here today. He starts alongside John Worry. Then there's Alex Ban starting the high side of Brittany Poe. Ban is 12th in the standings, 43 points back. Then the rest of the field looks like this: Mark George, Matt Berg, Jake Cole, and Vincent Marsh. So it's Chevy's ready to get us underway. Joseph Bryant out in front, a semi-retired driver, leads him down to the green flag here at Kansas. Race number 2 of the Mobil 1 Cup Series chase is underway. Everybody seems to run double file here into turn 1. Now they're starting to break out of line. Bryant, though, with about a 3-car length advantage, make it now 2 over Anthony Notter. Then Noel Stiller, Philip Stiller coming up behind him in 4th, and Adam Chambers looks like he'll squeak into the top 5, and the caution is out first for the first caution of the day. Let's see what it's out for. Looks like Vincent Marsh was involved. Timmy Pacioli. Oh, there's Jake Cole. Oh, and Alex Ban also involved again. And Chad Skinner as well. I think this is going to take both those drivers out of chase contention. Jake Cole involved. Alex Ban. Yeah, Skinner came in 11th in the standings. Ban came in 12th. Noah Cars is involved. And I think this is just taking them out of the picture. Oh, Steve Marsh. 8th in the standings. He's involved as well. And it looks like maybe some damage to Alex Filter's machine. Evan Nugent may have some damage. Oh, there's Anthony McCurry with some damage. There he is right there. He's got some damage. 6th in the standings. Evan Nugent does indeed have damage. Doug Shears with damage. Robert Ban as well with damage. This was a big wreck. There's Ban. He's coming down pit road along with Doug Shears. Anthony McCurry's coming down pit road. Anybody else on the pit lane? Oh, Daniel Schwab's got some damage. Looks like Wyatt Johnston may have some left side damage to his race car. So from what I'm able to count, there's Skinner. Oh, man. It looks like we've got at least 5 chase contenders, maybe 6 involved in this wreck. There's Anthony McCurry. He will return. Alex Ban will return as well. Good strategy by those guys. What about Steve Marsh? Will Marsh return to the racetrack? Looks like he is planning to return to the racetrack as they're getting repairs done to his race car. Doug Shears also returning. And Robert Ban as well. And Kenny McCurry was also involved in that. He's on pit road and now returning to the racetrack. Wow, a lot of chase contenders caught up in this one. Let's see why we're under the caution flag for the first time today. Well, here we go. They're 3 wide. McCurry up on the high side. Robert Ban in the middle. Evan Nugent on the inside. Looks like coming off of turn number 2, there was a little bit of contact between the 00 and the 2, and that's indeed what happens. And then you see there the 11 car of Wyatt Johnston. Boy, he got both left and right side damage then. Andrew Gonzalez was another guy caught up in it. Martin Zakala got a piece of it. Looking further back here, Daniel Schwab got some of it as well. As we'll see him make contact right there with the 48. And it looks like that's the 3-car spin there, or at least 3. And, oh, there's Matthew Rodriguez rear-ending Alyssa Quackenbush there. Doug Shears gets into the back of him. That's another chase contender in Matthew Rodriguez. And there's McCurry right into the back of Doug Shears. It's just a whole log jam there. John Worry, Mark George, Alex Filter got rear-ended by somebody. Don't know who. But now let's see what involved Alex Band and Chad Skinner. I believe that was back on the front stretch. Okay, the caution originally came out for this first wreck here, which occurs when Timmy Pacioli kind of comes up and Doug Shears is already there. And into the wall they go. So that was the first of 2 wrecks that Doug Shears was involved in. And there's Filter. He doesn't have anywhere to go. Steve Marsh comes into the picture there. Filter, I think, may have gotten rear-ended at this point or something. Yeah, he got rear-ended right there by Vincent Marsh. But then let's look further up here. Chad Skinner gets, there's Jake Cole gets his damage. But there's something that happened here with Chad Skinner's machine. Look at this. They're almost 4 wide. Look at Alex Band and Paolo Gonzalez up there on the wall. There we go. Chad Skinner, Brittany Poe, Steve Marsh, Noah Cars. They all got together. Noah Cars goes up in the air just a little bit there. And then it's not going to be over. Then it's going to come back down the racetrack at some point here. I'm not certain when, because Chad Skinner, I do know, was upside down at one point. Steve Marsh, another chase contender involved there. There's Alex Band on the right side of your screen. Paolo Gonzalez involved. Here comes Jake Cole back into the picture. He makes a little contact there with Paolo Gonzalez. But I thought I saw the 41 car upside down. Let's see here. Maybe, well, I don't know. Does he head for pit road and get turned? Gonzalez gets by. There goes the 50 of Jake Cole. Oh, he makes some contact with him and sends Chad Skinner up into Alex Band. That's what happened there for Alex Band. He almost made it through this. Oh, wow. So from what I'm seeing here, cars involved in one way or another. Wyatt Johnston, 2nd in the points. Anthony McCurry, 6th in the points. Kenny McCurry, 7th in the points. Steve Marsh, 8th in the points. Matthew Rodriguez, 9th in the points. And 10th through 12th in the points, Doug Shears, Chad Skinner, and Alex Band. So a very eventful first lap already here at Kansas. So Joseph Bryant is the leader. Timmy Pacioli has gone at least 1 lap down. Noah Cars, Chad Skinner, and Jake Cole have retired from the race. Alex Band is still out there. So is Steve Marsh. So is Matthew Rodriguez. So is Doug Shears. So is Anthony McCurry. So is Kenny McCurry. Only 1 chase contender out of this race, and that is Chad Skinner. Green flag is back out. And we're back underway here at Kansas. Bryant, Nodder, Stiller, and Chambers. That's the way they look. As Nodder now takes a peek to the inside of Joseph Bryant. Can he get the run? Can he get there? He's looking, and he's got it. But now here comes Philip Stiller on the inside. Stiller has not gone to victory lane yet in the Mobil 1 Cup Series, and here he is trying to get the lead. Angel D'Souza there in 2nd. She pulled off the big win in that same 43 car in the Craftsman Car Series Season 2 All-Star race, and the caution is waving. Caution is out once again. This time for Arnold Columbia. And that looked like Wyatt Johnston back there. It was. Johnston, who comes in 2nd in the standings. Columbia's involved. Kenny McCurry, Patrick Scroggins, Mark George. Steve Marsh may have also been involved. And the caution is waving yet again. Oh, Alyssa Quackenbush involved. Heavy front-end damage to the Certainteed Chevrolet. Daniel Schwab's got some damage. And it looks like that's going to be it. This may have occurred back... Oh, there's Sean Galligan. He's down... Has he got problems? Or is he just waiting to get in line? Oh, he's just waiting to get in line. He is 11th right now, though. The points leader. James Ball just ahead of him in 9th, I believe. And they are saying Philip Stiller is the leader under the caution flag. Let's see why the caution came out. Okay, here's the first wreck. Martin Zakala kind of gets turned by Arnold Columbia up into Evan Nugent, and Nugent goes up the racetrack, comes back down, and Columbia makes contact with him. That's where the first wreck occurs, and it's just a 2-car incident there, but then there's a wreck that occurs further up here. Let's see if we can find it. Let's look around Patrick Scroggins' machine. No, it occurs further up, I think. There it is, right there. Andrew Gonzalez turns the Wyatt Johnston machine. And Johnston up the racetrack, hits Daniel Schwab, knows where that Daniel Schwab could go. Here comes Zakala into the picture. He makes it past, but Scroggins not so lucky. And then here comes Alyssa Quackenbush. And I think she hits Daniel Schwab. Yeah, I think everybody misses Wyatt Johnston, but up here, Daniel Schwab is trying to get through here. Filter to the inside of Scroggins. He makes contact. Up the racetrack comes Scroggins, and then it's just on from there. No one with anywhere to go. Alyssa Quackenbush. Road is blocked off there. Palin Gonzalez, Mark George, Robert Band, they go for a slide. Kenny McCurry makes contact with Alyssa Quackenbush. And look at Doug Shears, Anthony McCurry, Alex Band all trying to make their way through there. Those are some chase contenders. Kenny McCurry is involved, though. Steve Marsh coming into the picture here, trying to whoa up. And it looks like he does so. But that's why we're under the caution flag. There's some heavy damage to Evan Nugent's race car. And that's why we're under the caution flag for the second time today here at Kansas. So we're getting ready to go back under the green flag yet again. It is Stiller out in front. Anthony Notter and Angel D'Souza. Cars out of the race as a result of this wreck. Mark George, Patrick Scroggins, Alyssa Quackenbush. Steve Marsh has also retired from the race. And also Arnold Columbia. Steve Marsh, remember he came in here. Oh, Notter! Oh, he saved it! Wow, that was close. But Steve Marsh came in 8th in the standings. This may knock him out of chase contention. I don't know. This is a good scramble here for the second position. Chambers is in it. Bryant, Noel Stiller. Cody Hoffman also in this. And Adam Rose is in this as well. And look who's heading up the second pack back there. Oh, well, actually, it was Galligan back there, but the caution's out. John Worry, Timmy Pacioli, they're involved. Brittany Poe, Martin Zakala has also gotten a piece of it. And Anthony McCurry is involved again. McCurry with a little bit more damage now than he had before, and he has been involved in his second wreck today. Came into this race 6th in the standings. Let's take a look and see why we're under the caution flag once again here at Kansas. Well, it looks like everybody was trying to make their way around the slower race car, the lapped race car of Timmy Pacioli. You're going to see Barry Zuckerkorn. He gives a little bit of room here to Timmy Pacioli. He allows Pacioli to close down in front, but just clips him just enough. And Pacioli is down into Matt Berg and then slides up the racetrack. Barry Zuckerkorn was running 10th his last time by and then gets caught up in this. John Worry gets a piece of it there. Oh, Anthony McCurry and Kenny McCurry involved. Look at Doug Shears trying to make his way through. Great job by him. But Anthony McCurry did get some more damage there. I don't know if that's fatal enough to send him to the garage area. Look at Alex Band just make his way through. Close call there for him. Wyatt Johnston just gets through. He's going through the grass. But that's why we're under the caution flag for the third time today. Let's see what the update is on Anthony McCurry's machine. And Anthony McCurry has retired from the race. So has Timmy Pacioli. So has Brittany Poe. And so has John Worry. So McCurry, he came in 24 points behind points leader Sean Galligan. This is not going to help him at all. He's going to drop in the standings for sure. So is Steve Marsh. Those two chasers have hit some problems here today, but not many drivers have escaped problems here today. A few of them, though, we're going to take a look at them here as Philip Stiller continues to lead here under the caution. How about our points leader, Sean Galligan? 9th right now. He is still out there in the top 10. He has stayed out of trouble, and he has a 10-point advantage coming into this race over Wyatt Johnston. Johnston has met his problems here today, but he is still running. How about James Bald? He's looking to pick up some spots. He's 10th in the 10th on the racetrack, 4th in the standings. And then another driver that's up ahead of them is Noel Stiller. There he is in the 24 car. He's 6th on the racetrack, comes in 5th in the standings. And another guy we haven't talked about much today, but he still is on the lead lap, still running at full speed. He's 14th right now. That's Christian Janes. Comes in 12 points behind Galligan. 3rd in the standings. He's running 14th on the racetrack, and just behind him in the 16th position we find Matthew Rodriguez. Remember we said he had to get his season turned around here. He had to get going. Well, he is 16th on the racetrack, and he comes in 9th in the point standings. But drivers such as Anthony McCurry, Kenny McCurry, Steve Marsh, Doug Shears, Chad Skinner, Alex Band, and Wyatt Johnston, they've all found problems here today at Kansas and are trying to work through them. McCurry and Marsh have had to go to the garage area, but the others that I mentioned, they have returned to the racetrack. They are damaged, but still in this thing. to try and pick up as many points as possible. So let's go through the field, see where your favorite driver is running. Philip Stiller is the leader. Angel D'Souza there in second. Third is Anthony Nodder. Fourth is Adam Chambers. And Joseph Bryant, the pole sitter, runs in fifth. Noel Stiller is in sixth. Cody Hoffman having a great run in seventh. Eighth position is Adam Rose. Ninth is Sean Galligan. And in 10th is James Ball. Logan Wilson's up to 11th. 12th is Nick Eggleston. And 13th is Cody Poe. 14th is Christian James. And 15th is Andrew Gonzalez. Matthew Rodriguez runs in 16th. Alex Filter is up to 17th. Matt Berg 18th. 19th is Lisa Shears. And 20th is Robert Bann. Kenny McCurry, a chaser. He's in 21st. Doug Shears, another chaser, is 22nd. And then another chaser in 23rd. That's Wyatt Johnston. 24th is Daniel Schwab. 25th is another chaser and Alex Bann. Then it's Barry Zuckerkorn, 26th. 27th is Paola Gonzalez. 28th is Evan Nugent. 29th is Vincent Marsh. 30th is Martin Zakala, and he's the only race car left on the lead lap on the racetrack. We've got 12 race cars back in the garage area, including chasers Anthony McCurry and Steve Marsh. Chad Skinner also can be added to that list as well. I'd forgotten that he went back to the garage area after being flipped over. But we still have quite a ways in this race to go. Green flag back out. Philip Stiller leading the way. He has yet to go to victory lane in this series. As a matter of fact, if my memory serves me correctly, I don't think he's got a win in the Truck Series race either. As I'm looking through here, no win in the trucks, but I do believe he does have a Snickers Cup Series win. No, he doesn't. He has a pole at Darlington, but he's yet to win in the NNSCRA period, and he's out in front here. Here's Angel D'Souza, though, closing in on him, fresh off her win in the All-Star race at Daytona. In NASCAR Stop Motion Guides Season 2 Craftsman Cars Series All-Star Race. Here she comes, taking a peek to the inside here off turn 2. She's got the run, and I think, well, I'm seeing smoke, but the caution's not out. Let's see if someone met problems here. Looks like maybe it was Alex Filter. Filter's off the pace. I think he may have gotten turned by somebody. But the caution did not come out, which rather surprises me. And now it's a 4-car fight for the lead. Philip Stiller, Angel D'Souza, Anthony Nodder, and Joseph Bryant suddenly starting to get into the mix there. Bryant, right on the back bumper of Nodder, almost turned him again. Whoa, look at that. He almost did turn him right there. Cody Hoffman there running nicely in the 5th position. And guess who's up to 6th? Our points leader. Coming into the chase standings, Sean Galligan. This guy just is majorly consistent here in the Mobil and Cup Series. But it's Philip Stiller with the lead now. D'Souza trying to close in yet again to take over the top spot. Nodder there running in 3rd. He would love to go 2 for 2 here in the Mobil and Cup Series. And Joseph Bryant, how would it be if he could go to victory lane here today? Laps are winding down now as we are finally under a nice green flag run. We've been under the caution flag 3 different times. Each one having their own additions to this race, but still, it's nice to have a green flag run, see what kind of race cars these guys have, and right now we're seeing that Philip Stiller is not quite as fast as Angel D'Souza as she closes around the back bumper, and Nodder may have the fastest race car on the track right now as he was closing in on these two to take over maybe 2nd and maybe even the lead here at Kansas. Kind of a little bit of irony. Let's play it into here. Last time that when I think of Kansas and I see the 01, I remember Joe Nemechek. I can't remember if it was 2004 or 2005, but he ended up taking the win in an 01 U.S. Army Chevrolet at Kansas Motor Speedway. I believe that was a week that all 3 service-related cars, U.S. service-related race cars, ended up finishing in the top 10. I think there was the 21 U.S. Air Force car. I think also National Guard car was up there. And now Nodder and D'Souza, they worked past Philip Stiller, and now Nodder's going to go for the lead. Here comes Bryant, Hoffman, Galligan suddenly is in the mix here. Sean Galligan, he does not have a win yet this year, folks. No win at the Mobil 1 Cup Series. As a matter of fact, he has no wins, period, in the NNSCRA, and yet he has been so consistent that he's been able to do so well, and wow! that he's up there leading the standings right now in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. But now here comes some other chasers into his rearview mirror. Noel Stiller going on by, and James Bald as well. Look at Cody Hoffman. Comes out of that whole mess there to be second now. But that hornet's nest is not over. Nick Eggleston, Noel Stiller, James Bald, they're all in the mix there. Galligan, D'Souza, Stiller, Bryant. Whoa, look at this! Stiller and Bald fighting tooth and nail for that 5th position. Logan Wilson suddenly into the mix. He gets into Angel D'Souza. Oh, look at that! Look at that! They're on the apron! Oh my goodness, this is heart-wrenching right here, folks. Look at this. 3 wide. They were literally 4 wide with Logan Wilson going by on the apron. And somehow they've settled it out. Now they're 4 wide back there. Matt Berg, Cody Poe. And somehow they still settle it. Well, after the dust is kind of settled, here's how it looks. Oh, caution's out. Caution is waving. Who is it for? Barry Zuckerkorn and Daniel Schwab. Yup, that's the 2 that are involved. Barry Zuckerkorn and Daniel Schwab bring out the caution. Anthony Nodder is out in front. This is a race to the line, I think. Nope. Nope, Nodder has the lead with Cody Hoffman there in second. Nick Eggleston's up to third with Noel Stiller and James Bald completing the top 5. I think this race may end under caution, and that would mean Anthony Nodder would win 2 in a row here in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. Looking further through the top 10, Bryant is 6th, Galligan 7th, Logan Wilson 8th, Cody Poe 9th, and Matthew Rodriguez is 10th. But let's see why we are under the caution flag yet again. I believe Barry Zuckerkorn and Daniel Schwab may hold the answer. Well, it's kind of ironic. We had that 4 wide, 3 wide racing with like 10 cars, and there was no wreck. Here we have only 2 race cars running together against each other, and we end up having a wreck. Daniel Schwab just gets turned just enough by the Barry Zuckerkorn machine, and they end up making contact, and then they both are like up against the wall facing each other so they can, you know, yell at each other through the windshields and stuff, I guess, if they want to. You wrecked me, I don't know. But Schwab and Zuckerkorn, they were running 25th and 26th at the time. And now the caution comes out, and this is, I think, going to hand the win over to the Chevrolet of Anthony Nodder. Well, this is absolutely uncanny. In 2004, Joe Nemechek took the win at Kansas in the number 01 U.S. Army Chevrolet. Today, in 2011, Anthony Nodder is going to do the same thing, win at Kansas in the 01 U.S. Army Chevrolet. He will cross the stripe, and Anthony Nodder, folks, is your winner here at Kansas. Sean Galligan, how about your points leader? Sean Galligan coming into this race, a 7th place finish. Consistent finishes continue for him. James Bald, Noel Stiller, they found good finishes here today as well. They finished top 5. And Matthew Rodriguez finished, I believe, in the top 10. So a great run today for everybody that really needed one. A few drivers, though, did have some problems. Anthony McCurry ended up retiring early. So too did Steve Marsh. So did Chad Skinner. My apologies for that. But Nodder is going to go to victory lane. How about a Cody Hoffman and Nick Eggleston? Great runs for them in second and third. Let's take a look at the finishing order for today's race. So Nodder, Hoffman, Eggleston, they finish 1, 2, 3. Nodder winning his second win, getting his second win in 2 tries here in the Mobil 1 Cup Series. He took the win last week at Branson as well. Noel Stiller, highest chase contender, finishing 4th. Another chase contender in James Bald in 5th. Joseph Bryant, our pole sitter, hung around all day. He finishes a 6th place finish. Sean Galligan, our points leader, finishes 7th. Then it's Logan Wilson, Cody Poe, and Matthew Rodriguez, another chase contender, finishes in 10th. Then it's Matt Berg in 11th, Chambers in 12th, Lisa Shears in 13th, Adam Rose 14th, and Angel D'Souza in 15th. Christian James, another chase contender, will finish in 16th. Andrew Gonzalez in 17th. Philip Stiller, who was up at the front for quite a long time, ended up sliding to the back. He finishes in the 18th position. Pedro Gonzalez in 19th, and Robert Bann in 20th. Kenny McCurry, another chase contender, forges on. As a matter of fact, there are two other chase contenders behind him as well, 21st through 23rd, Kenny McCurry, Wyatt Johnston, Doug Shears, all of whom found problems today, but battled through them to finish this race. Alex Filter finishes in 24th, Martin Zakala 25th, in 26th, Vincent Marsh, Evan Nugent 27th. Alex Bann remains in this race, even though he had a really damaged race car, finishes in the 28th position. 29th, Barry Zuckerkorn, Daniel Schwab finished out of the race in 30th. Anthony McCurry finishes 31st out of the race. He's another chase contender, so this isn't going to help him very much in the standings. Brittany Poe, John Worry, Timmy Pacioli, Patrick Scroggins, Alyssa Quackenbush, Mark George, they all found the garage area, finishing 32nd through 37th. Then Steve Marsh, another chase contender involved here today, out of the race. He finishes 38th. Arnold Columbia, Noah Cars, and Jake Cole finished 39th through 41st. And Chad Skinner finishes out of the race dead last in 42nd. I think that officially knocks him out of contention for the championship. McCurry and Marsh, they may be able to still get something going here, as we still have 3 races, but I think that 2 straight DNFs for Chad Skinner, I think that's going to take him out of championship contention. So a tough break for him, but we still have a long ways to go. We still got 3 races before we decide and end up finding out who our champion is going to be for the Mobil Cup Series. But we have to finish up this race weekend here at Kansas, and we are going to be doing that very shortly as the Snickers Cup Series will come here for their second race of the chase. We'll see who's going to emerge victorious in that race. Anthony Nodder goes 2 for 2. 2 wins in 2 races in the Mobil Cup Series. Branson in Kansas, can he keep this momentum going? We will find out. Meanwhile, we are preparing for an exciting race in the Snickers Cup Series. So congratulations to Anthony Nodder. Here come the point standings for the chase. Hope that you guys enjoyed today's race. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and hope that we see you soon. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA Sports Channel, now merged with the NCG MRS.